Welcome to OXYDIAN, a podcast, club, and community diving into electronic music and the people shaping club culture.
If you think you're only getting accepted the way you look at the place you are when we're speaking about club culture and of the whole thing of music, then you're at the wrong place.
And I think actually, for example, that's one of the main differences that, for example, differentiate scenes like Ibiza and Berlin, where maybe Berlin events are not made for profit maximization, while in Ibiza you have to make revenue and profit, and that's all about,
I mean, it would be amazing if we have a club which is so popular that people really, come from everywhere.
I was born to be free.
I mean, house music comes from Detroit. I mean, house music was black music. It was black music, and if black queer, black queer music. That's what it is. Why should anybody say, "Oh no, we leave that"? We exist. Yeah, we exist because of this kind of thinking.
It started with something and then it developed into completely the opposite.
This is history, and this is what a lot of people don't see. So
I think it can be revolutionary because if we see more and more Flinta-only parties, and this is gonna get into the mainstream, then promoters and clubs are gonna see the effect of it. So, welcome to another episode of the OXYDIAN Podcast. Today we have the pleasure of having Daaeeru. We have a lot of topics and conversations to have tonight. So we hope you all enjoy it. And just a reminder, this is an open conversation for everyone to talk and discuss about things. And so hopefully we can kind of create a safer, better nightlife. So let's start with who is Daaeeru? Behind the decks and also outside of the decks.
So first of all, thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
I think every podcast starts with that. So, but I'm very thankful. Who is Daaeeru? So my real name is Dario. Daaeeru is the nickname I grew up with since I was really kindergarten age.
Okay.
As soon as I started making some friends, they called me this name. So I thought, why not keep this?
Mm-hmm.
So who am I? I'm a guy who's enjoying music since forever, man. I mean, started with my mom showing me CDs of 50 Cent, Eazy-E and everything like that. And then it went on with all the musician talents out there. So I was really into it. First of all, I wanted to be a dancer, but I realized that that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. There are videos of me that trying to dance.
Oh yeah?
It's not. Yeah. But it's like very. Every time my dad picks up these videos and no, stop. Cringes me the fuck out. So I kept this going on with that dream of doing something with music. And deep in my childish head, I always knew that I wanted to do something where the world gets to know my story and to know me. Not because I want to be famous, because I think it brings a lot of bad stuff with it as well, but I think just to express myself to the world. So and then with 14 I bought my first controller, but it was a gift because I had no money at all at that time. So I was gifted this controller, and then I started doing videos at home. We were a duo at first, with a friend of mine.
Jan?
No. His name was Mark.
Okay.
Or this is a long time ago. It was 7th grade or something like that. So 13, 14.
What controller was this?
It was a Pioneer controller Evo or something like that. It was very small turntables and 2 channels only.
Of course.
And so so I get used to that and tried to do stuff and mix tracks together. I was booting tracks from YouTube. My laptop was full of viruses. My mom always was freaking out because this thing started to beep all the time, because of all these viruses on it. So but so I kept this going, and now
And what did you start with? Like, did you straight away get into house?
no, house wasn't even. I mean, it was a thing for me because my mom had a lot of CDs, but I was watching DJ Blend at this time so damn much. He's from Mexico, and since like 5 years he's gone nowhere. Like nobody knows if he's still alive, or there are so many rumors going on.
Okay.
But I checked this all 3 or 4 months what's happened to him, but didn't find anything. So, and he played dubstep, bass house, hardstyle. So I started with this kind of sound, so very hard and bass house. Did I say bass house already? These were my kind of sounds where I felt comfortable. And
How old were you when you started?
okay, like 14 or 9, I think. I was having the biggest parties in just with myself in my room, and like camera, like recording myself, and I used to post this stuff on Facebook. Yes, audio was horrible, and I was freaking out every time the drop was going on, and then I got how do you say that? I got bullied a lot because of that. Because of the videos I uploaded and everything. I mean, there were people supporting it, but there were also people like telling me like,
What the fuck you doing?
yeah, what the fuck you doing? Where's the sense of that? I'm doing this shit.
And then look at social media over it.
I had bad DMs at this time. I was really struggling with that at this time. Skipped school and things like that.
Yeah.
But that's when I started.
And how was the transition between being a bedroom DJ kind of to your first gig and to play at the best stages in Switzerland?
It's a long journey. I mean, I had this dream of doing it, and since I was 14, I never skipped one gig. Never. Sick. I had a problem with my lungs. I went there. I had fever. I went there. So I just kept on going with that, and really just focused on my passion to music, not really trying to matter what's going on around me,
Yeah.
But that's how it went. And then until 19 or 18, I was doing this. Then I had enough of this whole nightlife industry. I was so done because bookings got cancelled just the night before or at the night, and I was so sad all the time. So I stopped after this one event which got cancelled. So, and my set got cancelled. Didn't do anything with music for 2 years, and then it started to like really coming up again, and I found myself in house music. This was the switch, like after 5 or 6 years.
House music brought you.
Yeah, exactly, because I was walking from Daaeeru, from like a hits and shits party where all the people were screaming at, all the 16-year-olds had t-shirts at
Confetti.
or horrific nightlife experiences, but I liked it so much because people were so pure.
Yeah.
So and I like Daaeeru a lot because I often went there when I was like 17 to 19. So then I was walking home and walking past Dachstock, and all of a sudden I heard this and it wasn't fast because I was used to fast music like when I DJ'd. So, and then I went inside there and I stayed. It was like Dachstock was the very first experience, as long as I can remember, where I enjoyed house music, because a lot of people tell you it's monotone and everything like that. It's very soft, blah blah blah.
It's not made for everyone.
It's not made for everyone. Exactly, tastes are different, but So I waited there, and listened. And then it came up. I got the urge, so I switched name, switched sound, made everything new.
What was your first name?
Paul, my first name, I had 3 names. I had 3 names. So when we was a duo, we were Electro Situation.
Oh, yes.
We even had a sign. We always did that when we were DJing. Like, oh, it's hard to think about that.
That's some branding, yeah.
And then I quit the duo because I thought when I was 16, 17, I thought I put way more effort into it, and I understood it because my friend was more of the career type of guy, you know. So we quit doing this together, and then I was cushed, CUSHED.
Okay.
And with Kasht was also the first time I had my first like big booking.
Okay,
Because I played for Liebe, Lust and Techno in the Rondel. Oh, I was doing the warm-up sets for Claudia Gavlas. And at this time, I only uploaded 1 techno mix. It wasn't house, it was techno. And then I sent that to the guys from Liebe, Lust and Techno, which is I think I spoke with Claudio from TKB, and then he wrote me back and he said, "Yeah, you can have the slot because it's free still." So I went there and played my first techno set ever. Like I recorded 1 or 2, uploaded it, and then I was standing there, and I used to wear a mask.
Oh, wow. Which has like LED in it and everything.
But yeah, so I
EDM.
very much EDM. Yes, fuck. I think like Marshmallow got inspired by that. He must saw my videos. But yeah, like what the fuck. So I had that, and then I kept on going. Then I shut it down because of the bad experiences in the industry, and then I switched to Daaeeru, and this was where I met Iago. I met Joel. I met all my friends, which I have now, which were really pushing, like daytimers and nightlife in general. We all have a very similar kind of passion in music. So yeah, and that's how, from the first like dance tray rooftops we did, I started to gaining reach, and then came in contact with Einspruch Discotheque, where Boswar was.
Ah, yeah.
So, and we had 2 sold out events there, and then we started 1, and then we spoke with Toby and did a second one under the label AFFEKT, and then the other one was also running very good. It was also sold out pre-sale, and I saw people like it. Still very different kind of sound that I play now, but
Whether more...
this gave me reach, you know, and so it happens to like really.
How was the house music scene in Bern when you started AFFEKT?
But there was not much actually.
Not much, huh?
Not much. There was not much going on. I mean, you had these big things going on in summer, like Sommerliebe and some stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
But like in clubs, I haven't realized it when it was happening. Like for me, it was just like, oh, we try to do this, and then
Maybe Kapitel back at the time.
yeah, Kapitel for sure.
Some-
But I wasn't used to go to Kapitel there because I wasn't used to stand up that long at this time. I was used to like, okay, 3 a.m. let's go home. This started like 2 or 3 years ago. Exactly.
And where did your passion for music come from? Like, what's passion for you?
For me, like my mom showed it to me because she was teaching dance classes, and she always told me like, you need to feel the music, you need to feel it. And so I really realized what's going on in the track, which other people don't even like really hearing, like, you know. So and passion for me is like to do something, or you can compare it to relationships. If you look at someone for years and years and years, and you don't get tired of looking at this person. It's the same. For me, it's the same with music. I was listening so many tracks, and I still get so amazed by artists that this is, for me, this is passion. That's to really look or hear something and you don't get tired of it.
That's a pretty cool metaphor, I would say. And once you said the vibe needs to be right as kind of like the guiding principle, how do you come up to that? And what does the vibe need to be right mean to you?
The right vibe for me is when everybody feels really comfortable. And still, I think there are a lot of like LGBTQ friendly parties going on, and I heard from people visiting the parties that they did not feel comfortable at these parties.
Yeah.
They promote it, but they don't act it. They don't really take care that it's very in focus of the night, you know?
That's a big issue, yeah.
Exactly. So for me, I think the right vibe is based on that. I mean, no matter who, no matter where, you should, if you want to go there with good purposes, then go there and have a great time. And that's for me a nice vibe of a night, if everybody can just be
but
who they are, you know.
And in all of this, what's in control for you? Like, how do you set the people in the right mood or vibe? You know,
I think a lot of people think that I act like a clown when I'm playing, but there comes passion again. And because I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't really, for real, like when I play, I really don't really give a shit about how I look or what I do or how I move or
So you try to
how to
transmit.
make dances, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. So if I can do it in front of you all, in front of you can do it too, like.
So you want them to feel the same.
Yeah, exactly. I want to connect with them, as much of them as possible. That's my goal every time when I'm on stage. Of course, you're not always in the same mood. I also had very tired or quiet sets where I don't move that much or something like that happens.
Do you notice a difference in the crowd when you dance a lot to when you're not?
Nah, not really, because like even if I'm tired or something, I think people realize that I really love what I'm doing in this moment, in this very moment. And this also makes, I had a lot of feedback which people told me like this makes them happy, you know, to see someone just liking it so much. And then they start to like it too or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like contagious, you know? Like you see somebody with really good vibes, really happy, and that energy is gonna somehow come to you.
Yeah, it's gonna like to
Overlapped.
overlapped, exactly. AFFEKT, man.
Exactly.
AFFEKT, yeah.
And let's talk about the glam myth of being a DJ and the reality of artists. You know, like many people see artists or DJs like this super glam life, you know, like crowds, traveling, lights, after parties, whatever. How accurate do you think that is?
I think we all see it that way because we are dreaming of getting this life. But as closer as you get to these moments, the more you realize that it is also connected with a lot of stress. And a lot of like your mental health is very important. We all should take care of that. For me personally, I see the dark sides of the industry, and a lot of great artists passed away by suicide or something like that because they couldn't do it anymore, or started to very, very hard drug abuse or anything like that, you know. And that's a sign enough that something is not right at a certain point of fame. But
that's funny because in the last episode with Kyle, we actually mentioned, for example, the case of Avicii.
This is also an example which I put in along with Avicii because he really didn't want to do shows. And there are so many artists bigger than him, or in this totally. Michael Jackson as well. I mean, he hated touring. He hated it. At a certain point of time, then he needed to keep on going. So
For me, what's worse is that the people that it's supposedly supporting you and behind you are still forcing you until you die.
yeah, because I got this fuck it up. Cash is king. That's the sad truth. I know. As long as you're signed somewhere, as soon as you're signed somewhere, they see money in you because you are the product and you need to deliver.
Are you signed in any agencies?
No.
Okay, totally independent.
No, totally independent. I'm playing for, like, the booking is done by my good friend Thierry and everything. So we kind of have our own company where everything is running through it.
Yeah.
So we can totally manage. And it doesn't make sense for me because I don't have any releases right now. I mean, I'm still working 80% until May this year. I was working 100%, and then I started to realize, shit, I'm always tired.
You were working 100% all of this time.
Yes, just for all of the time. I was if I played Fridays, I was getting up to work at 6 and went to bed at 6 or 7 or whatever. Like
24 hours.
yeah, sure. And I got very used to that, and that's dangerous because even though if I think I'm getting used to it, my body is not.
Yeah.
Your body will never get used to
Your body.
this kind of sleepless nights
Totally.
and working and everything like that.
So what are the things that people don't see from like being a DJ, like behind the scenes? For example, the doubts that one might have on all the work and research that you have to put in. Like what are the things that people don't see and just like romanticize kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I think we play a lot of times in Bern or like the closer regions, and you always, I think you should be very interested in delivering something new each and every time.
Yeah.
So you don't get boring to hear, to listen to get listened to, you know? So you do a lot of digging, you're listening to tracks for hours and hours and hours, and that's the fun part. Then comes like tough parts, mails and artworks when we're doing our events. My graphic designer Ambra, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry sometimes because you know it's 10 p.m. and hey shit, I just saw you get stressed, you know, and that's dangerous because we need to respect the privacy of each and every one of us. So if something is not matching, then it's not matching. It's not possible to do. It's too much stress. So it's a lot of stress. And also like, I mean, even though if I think about building stages like Viaduct or something like that, I don't want to know what's in the brains of Iago and Christian and Claudio doing this event. It's a lot of work. Fuck, if you really want to offer something, it's a hell lot of work.
I think people don't really see like all the work behind organizing events.
I don't really, me neither.
But because also nobody's talking about it, I think.
Yeah.
You know, like only the people within knows.
Yeah, exactly. Like the people who are doing the same as you do, they realize. But what's behind the curtains is very, very. They only see the tip of the iceberg, and then everything underneath is really hard work.
It's huge work. And so what are your glamorous moments, and which ones are the ones that feel heavy or difficult to deal with within all of this?
I mean, the glamorous moments, the moments which I think is so beautiful, is when we receive booking requests from places I never thought it was gonna happen. For example, like this week at Say 2, which is going. They are doing amazing stuff as far as I saw. Then Caprices and everything like that, you know, are playing in front of 4,500 people at Viaduct. All these things seemed so unreal. If I look back, I was dreaming about this. 10 years ago, I would never think that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So these things are the things that really show me, okay, it's what I do is good, you know. I mean, I can be myself, and they like it. And the dark sides, And also the beautiful side, also the connections you get. I mean, music brought me a completely new friend group. I mean, I have like 4 or 5 contacts from school, and all the other contacts it came along with music, and this is so beautiful. That's such a beautiful thing.
That is true. There's a lot of really nice and authentic people in this industry.
Yeah, and very open and very very smart as well, and I love that.
But there is a lot of wrong people too, I think.
Oh yes. But there are people who really think they're just king or queen or whatever and can do whatever they want. But no, there is a leak of respect
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of people, I think, or collectives,
Mm-hmm.
and you get these vibes. Earlier or later, you will realize who is good and who is matching your vibe and who is not matching your vibe. I don't want to say they're bad people.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, do whatever the fuck you want. But I think like if you want to really destroy something just because of your jealousy or something like that, then you were at the wrong place since the beginning. Because these people are frustrated as hell.
Totally.
I mean,
And I think like after time, you can see that, maybe you might not say it at the beginning or like the few first times, but after time you see it.
yeah.
You can.
Yeah, of course. And especially if you're a person, you give me same vibes. Especially if you're a person who always believes in good of people, then you're open to everything and everyone. But then you realize, oh, they're talking or something like that, and then you get nervous and you get unsure is what's going on and why.
And I think it goes somehow related with networking as well. So we're gonna talk about this now, like how important it is to socialize for an artist in terms of career, ideas, growth, whatever. I feel like also like there is a lot of interest-based network, which after time doesn't like really last. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
So how important is socializing for you?
I still have no idea how important it really is because but I see that it brings fruits with it,
Totally.
It brings fruits with it. If you show up, if you are yourself, don't try to act like you're something that you are not.
Yeah,
Just
don't force it.
it's okay, don't force it.
Exactly.
So but it is important because people know your face, they know your vibe, they start to know your personality, and then they may just listen to some stuff of you or something like that, and then they like it, whether they like it or not. But then if they like it, they may invite you to play for them.
Yeah.
So socializing is very important, but
It opened doors.
it opened doors, but you still need to deliver after that, after the connection. And because this is your part of the work, you need to be consistent, you need to be kind and everything, be yourself. And you also need to deliver a proper thing that they imagine to have from you, no matter which playtime, no matter which location, no matter, respect the booking you have.
Totally.
And go there and do the best, make the best out of it.
Do you think it's necessary to be at events, parties to make it?
No, I think it can be so stressful to go everywhere, and because there are also very cool things in the Romandie. We spoke about this off camera. Romandie as a great dancing scene, and if I'm tired, I don't go there, even though I would like to go there because I have nothing to do. I would like to go there, but I know it's good if the body has a rest of some time, and maybe the connection gets you get connected anywhere else where you don't see it happening. And if you force it, and then if you go there and you don't meet the people you need to meet, and then you're like, oh damn, maybe next time, and then you go again. And I think
you still travel. Yeah, they pay for an airplane.
exactly, and this is also it's getting on the nerves, on the sleep, on everything. I think it's not that necessary to force yourself.
Yeah. And I think also like maybe nightclubs or night events are not the best place to talk, because the people that is organizing is busy, doing everything else. So sometimes you don't find time to talk to people or like truly talk about like deep stuff. And so, yeah, I think maybe we should do more like network focused events instead of like.
Exactly. I think this is a very I agree with you really much, because the people you want to meet are the most busiest people there at the moment. So yeah, I never looked at it like that. But
I mean, obviously you have moments where you can like chill and talk or whatever, but still I sometimes feel like it's not the best environment to be like talking about nightlife or the scene or projects or whatever, Also like sometimes people drink, whatever.
Exactly. Or there's loud music, then you need to scream.
There's many backstage conversations that didn't get anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I think maybe more network events, like daytime, after work things could be a good option. And how do you manage the need to be present versus the need to rest and be alone?
Poor.
I
often think that I started 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. It's very fresh and very new for me, but I started to only meet one person during the week after work, And this because then I have time to do the things, I need to learn at home, I need to go to work, blah, blah, blah. So I'm home a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, everything calms down a little bit.
Yeah.
The FOMO isn't that active. You don't have that much pressure to be who knows where. Yeah, so
do you think that translates to amount of work? Like if you're less present, you get less booked or less things going on? Slightly, maybe.
Slightly, maybe. Yeah. I think this has something to do. If you're more present,
Mm-hmm.
which I still am on social media, but like in person, I'm just like a little bit more at home.
Yeah.
But it affects, because like this, the people see you over and over again, and he's still here.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And some people like that and some don't if you're very active on social media. But I think it's an important thing to do if you really want to achieve something.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So let's switch now to a little bit of fashion, music, style, image, culture, these kind of things. So we often notice crowd styles in venues. Do you think there is like subcultures forming around fashion and music? And how much does fashion matter in music scenes for you and like global?
Yeah. For me, I think I realized that actually with TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
that I watched. I love Klangkünstler.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. What the fuck?
Were you at his?
One of the most iconic feelings I've ever had in a party in Bern. This was like pure madness.
He's the one from Unreal, no?
From where?
Unreal, Germany?
Yeah, exactly. Unreal. This was the Unreal party. And it was unreal, like, oh shit. People were screaming, and it felt like I don't even know how to describe it. But what I meant with that, I was following some DJs for years who were doing like this kind of trance sound or hard techno, hard groove. And I realized on TikTok, wait a second, they are all dressed the same. Everyone is looking. You go there and you think, okay, I need everything black. Like tonight I could go Klangkünstler all. Yeah. Maybe different shoes, but and somehow I get it, because it's what social media and the fashion world tells you, because you have all these clothing brands and everything who are really like trying to connect. You realize trying to connect with music. You have these brands making promo events with music in it. Like, I mean, On had the brand On, which also sponsored Roger Federer for the last 2 or 3 years. They had a party, a rave in Berlin in one of the sickest venue. I just saw a quick video. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the venue looked insane. This looked like Berghain 2.0, you know, like the beta version of it. But they really try to connect with music because it sells good.
Yeah.
And somehow I think it's a little bit sad, because if I watch videos from the earlier days, when you search these old rave videos, they had purple or red or green sweaty ass t-shirts on, and you can smell them through the video. You can smell this room, you know. And that's a little bit the feeling that I think it's quite sad that it's getting like lost, you know.
I think it's a complex subject, because I think fashion as music is a way of self-expression, and I guess this whole like black leather kinky fashion came from like the 90s or 80s. I don't know when, like the post-punk and rock revolution, I think, like where people were like dressing this way to kind of express that they were like not standing with the norms.
Oh, let's say, yeah, like the rebels.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Okay, but that's possible.
I guess that's where it all came from, but I think now it's a bit like too globalized, and also like you can see it a lot in like the hard techno and TikTok scene, where people dress this way, but I don't feel like they are really representing that, you know. Like most people is wearing it because everyone is wearing it.
But to try to fit in by the way you dress in something which is so creative doesn't work out for me. It doesn't work out. I think if you're doing something creative, or you want to go listening to something creative, to art, both, don't get me wrong, fashion and art, it's fashion and music, both art, 100%. But if you think you're only getting accepted the way you look at the place you are, when we're speaking about club culture and the whole thing of music, then you're at the wrong place. Like,
yeah,
if it stresses you, then no.
Yeah, I guess it's somehow related with this feeling of community. That's why also like DJs wearing that fashion trends as well, you know, to kind of like, hey, I'm part of you. Like,
I mean, I got catched at this as well. I mean, Michael Bibi used to wear this Vetements shirt, you know, completely overpriced, but I got it because I wanted to be like him, you know, and I understand that. But I would see myself as a groupie of him, you know. Other groupies buy posters or shirts or pictures of their idols, you know. That's all okay. But if you really go somewhere and everybody has the feeling they need to look a certain kind of way, then for me it really kills the drive before the night happening, you know. Because you're home, you're stressed. Oh, I need to look this, I need to look that.
Yeah. We have now reached the premium part of the podcast, where we dive even deeper into DJ advice, nightlife finances, and other exclusive content. Go check out our Patreon channel. So let's switch now to a bit of like genres, scene, culture, inclusivity, and we will start with so you usually play house, tech house, you play around these scenes, but there are so many other genres out there. And how do you see the relation between different electronic music genres? You know, like, are lines blurring between each other? Is there more conflict? Is there more collaborations? What's your perception?
In my eyes, it was all hand in hand since the beginning. I mean, I play house, yes, and my heart beats for that every single moment. But I played my exclusive set for Deborah De Luca in Wankdorf. Damn, I had one of the best nights ever, for real. Like the crowd reactions and everything.
What time did you play?
This felt like a football match. And I'm not into football. But I played from, I think Mars season started from 10 until midnight, and then I played midnight until 2, and then came Deborah until 4, and from 4 to 6 there was Nu, which was closing it off, and I had such a great night. So I think, yeah, it's hand in hand since the beginning, and there is a connection. And what's important, or what's interesting for me to see, is bookers are ready to book someone who is doing something completely different usually, and trust them.
Yeah.
And that was really cool to see. And I felt very happy with that. I mean, I grew up listening to Deborah when I first getting in touch with techno, you know, because yeah, she's really a mother when it comes to that music. And yeah,
it's cool that promoters consider you even though you don't make the kind of music they usually look for.
Yeah, it has like two sides. Otherwise you can say, oh no, he's taking the spot for someone who really like work his ass off in this genre day and night, and then this househead from Bern comes doing the warm up for Deborah. Yeah, I see that too, but who wouldn't take the chance of doing this?
And at the end, like, you adapted to the event. It's not like you played house music.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I really switched everything, and no, this felt really good. This was a really good one.
And do you see any conflicts or any collaborations? You know, like, I don't know. I feel somehow like there was always this fight between house and techno, but at the same time, for me, they were always together. You know, like house and techno for me is the same. And in terms of organizing events, I think it's two genres that go very well together. You know, like you can start an event with house and finish it with techno. That's for me pretty good. But yeah, do you feel like there's any conflicts within genres, or yeah, I don't know. I would say more.
I think you cannot mix everything together, but yeah, I see that. Like the regular, like the real techno, yeah, it's very compatible with house. But if you have Klangkünstler 20 years ago or 10 years ago opening and Klangkünstler now closing, then it's a big it's a big jump in for one night. And then the event needs to go over 3 days, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it works great together. It actually works great together. In my opinion, I played, like I said, I played techno. For me, it's more difficult to play house still.
Okay.
Even though if I'm doing it for like, let's say, the last 6 or 7 years, but it's more difficult in my opinion, because you have less tempo. You have much more vocals, and I think also more melodies. The tracks need to fit better.
Yeah, you have more risk, or
yeah. And at Deborah De Luca, for example, again, I had no idea what was on my USB, because I searched tracks for 3 weeks straight. Like every week, 3 nights, digging. I wanted to offer something very old school. And that worked pretty well. But at the moment I stood there, I had no idea. Every track I had, I needed to listen.
Yeah.
Which one was that again? But everything worked so smoothly, because the people there, they just want drive. You know, they just want someone to pull on the over. And that's why I came up with this conclusion that it is, in my opinion, more easy to really push beats to the limit on 145 BPM than yeah.
I see what you mean.
Lower grooves, you know. Also at Income, the first time I played techno and groove techno was for Income. And this was also, what a night. the people were screaming. And
They're in Zurich.
no, they were. This was in Wankdorf, in the Wankdorf event hall. No, not in the event hall, in the Wankdorf, in the expo building. Yeah, they had a small section and about like 600 or 700 people there. But the people really drove with me, and this is what I think was so special, because they accepted me, especially at Deborah De Luca and Wankdorf for We Love Techno. They accepted the fact that they're standing someone completely not in his element.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah,
Yeah, I think people at the end, like if you give them a good result, it's what they matter about, you know, like the music, it's higher than anything else behind.
exactly. I mean, I was skydiving in Zermatt. You know, have you saw them post?
No.
I was skydiving. What a weekend, man. I had so much things going on because a friend of mine wanted to surprise me with that. So, but the dude I skydived with, when we landed, we were speaking about things that we do when we are like not in Zermatt. And then I told him I'm making music. Oh, what kind of music? And then I was like, house. And then I told him, there was this 2 nights where I played techno. And then he was like, oh, when? Then I said, Deborah De Luca. And then he was like, no way, I was there. And he was like 45, you know, a dad. And he told me, damn, this was so good. You played such an amazing set. He still remembered that. And he told me he went to this kind of party for 25 or 30 years. And for me, this was the biggest compliment I could get.
Totally. Was this conversation on flight?
No, it was when we landed, because when you're up there, you just hear the wind and how he screams, and then, oh, this is that. But at the moment we landed, then he started to hug me, and wow, what
So great.
what a cool guy. And I was like, shit, like this is exactly, these moments of appreciation are the ones that make me the coolest. No.
One of the glamorous moments.
Yeah, to go back there. Yeah, exactly.
And so talking about Bern, what do you think the scene is like in here?
It's like I said, it's I think a little bit of overload when it comes to events, especially in summer. There are so many events going on, you know. But Bern is a city which is boiling. You feel that people want to really enjoy proper and good events again. And it's also growing with big events, which are, for example, like Viaduct, or especially like Descent music events. I mean, they are huge and very well organized, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And for me, this shows me so much and gives me so much love for the scene in Bern as well, because you really feel a movement. But there are also a lot of like parties where you don't really feel if the organizers really stand behind their product, you know.
Yeah, it's more like
It's
just a venue or
exactly. It's just the festival, or just the venue, on just one day, just a day and timer.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I love events wherever I am when I feel that there's love which flowed into this project, you know. There's hard work, not just putting something up and then
selling it. Yeah.
selling it. Exactly. But I think it's on a very, very good way in Burns.
Summer definitely are full on.
Exactly. That's
But I feel like the winter season, or more like the clubbing scene, it's suffering a bit more, you know, like we see it in examples like in Transformation, aka Capital closing. We see places like Reichschule, Dachstock also struggling, you know. Yeah.
No, that's sad. That's also a big, because it's a big part of this music culture, which is like slowly dying. You know, I mean, I when I heard the news about Capital, I was like, shit, now it's gonna be a restaurant in there.
Most likely, I think
I think when Information Hub is a restaurant, and then I was like, okay, why? But yeah, maybe it was also because some sort of clubbing season struggles because of the entry prices. For example, could be a thing. I mean, it was 2 or 3 a.m. and we still had to pay 25 francs cash only.
Yeah.
Nobody has cash only these days, you know? So, okay, this is maybe people going, I don't want to go to the club because I don't want to walk to the bancomat to take my money, you know?
Yeah.
Something like that could be reasons. And also a very nice club with a good sound system, with good lighting installations and everything. I think it would pull.
I think that's a lot of
Really cool. With great bookings, with great artwork, and with great overall just like design of it. I think it would really, really go loco.
I think so too. Like it has a lot of potential, and we've seen it all of these years. You know, like while Capital was like always a place that was pretty full or pretty busy every weekend.
Exactly.
You know, and
because it had that certain kind of vibe, you know.
And everyone knew what to expect, and
exactly. What like something very special for them, and I think that's getting kind of lost.
Yeah, I think that's somehow COVID's fault. You know, like those 2-3 years of people not going out,
Could be for sure.
not connecting with the scene or the nightlife. You know,
it's like a generation was missing
somehow, and well, not missing because they're really into like the techno, hard techno TikTok.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just have to drive them a bit into. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna be after the hard techno scene. You know, what's gonna be trendy after. You know.
But I think they know. I think the promoters, the location managers, the owners. I think they know that it needs to be in this direction where the club becomes more. Let's not say professional, but like really offers like everything like sound system, blah, blah, blah. But somehow they are just like stepping back again. And I can think of is also it's very expensive, all of that. I mean, the sound system in a club can quickly be I have no idea, but like $500,000 or something like that. I think possible to
I don't know.
to really go this high with just like the sound systems and the lighting, you know.
I think that was one of the things, for example, for Capital, you know, like, as you said, they had usually like 25 euro francs tickets and stuff, even like 3 a.m. in the morning. But you have to say like Capital was like a very small place, so you don't have that amount of people to play with, like,
The budget.
exactly.
I see.
I don't know if you pay 10,000 francs for the rent or for opening,
Actually, discounts with it.
and you can only have 200 people, then you have to like balance it out somehow. But yeah, I understand that. Yeah,
There also is the problem that people were not willing to do the pricing, to pay the prices or to go to the bankomat. I think this is also a little bit the sad truth about the people going to parties, because everything over, let's say everything over 25 Swiss francs is for the most people is too much to go clubbing, you know. So you really have, exactly, you have lower budgets, you have lower capacities on how you can shift around money, experience, to make the experience as good as possible.
totally.
And I mean, we realized that as well with AFFEKT, because we really focused on the last years to really create a great clubbing experience on purpose. But
And also your tickets doesn't go higher than 15.
nah, like the Proker that we have on the 18th of October is the highest pricing we had,
Which is
22.
okay.
Yeah, it's 22. But there as well, I mean, we can speak that out. I mean, this isn't free. I mean, people need to realize, of course, to offer a night like this is not free, because we modulate the stage. We build something. We put extra lighting in there. We have 2 light technicians which are there from start to finish. We have a film crew. We have a graphic designer for the artwork. we have Duduande, we have, you know, this, all these things cost money and you need to pay this money in advance. And people don't get that. That's why they are not willing to pay something. Because they think, oh yeah, I mean, you pay everything afterwards, and oh wow, yeah.
Sometimes you can,
Sometimes you can,
but sometimes you cannot. So
and sometimes you cannot, because we don't do this kind of big events.
Mhm.
We like to pay the things and then just
Exactly.
hope for the best, you know.
And I think actually, for example, that's one of the main difference that, for example, differentiate scenes like Ibiza and Berlin, where maybe Berlin events are not made for profit maximization, while in Ibiza you have to make revenue and profit, and that's all about, you know. So I think in those places you see kind of like the difference between what culture or why they do it and just shares of, you know.
Of course.
But talking about money, how supported is electronic music compared to other accepted cultural forms like theaters, museums, operas, whatever?
I heard that our experience that people are really struggling to get even the go from the cities or from the government to really do something. It often just even ends there and doesn't even come to the financial.
Yeah.
Just you want to do a party? No. Drunk people, drugs, damage, pissing, shitting. No, we don't want that. But it's not it.
Yeah.
It in the culture. It's enjoying. It's love.
They only see the negatives.
Yes, exactly. And yes, okay, it's louder. That's true. But I mean, in these moments, I think like you guys were young as well. I mean, you guys enjoyed music as well. I bet my ass that you guys have been really fucked up in the 70s and 80s, doing whatever you wanted to do, you know?
Yeah, but then you get to a certain age where that's not seen as
Exactly. And you don't only represent your own opinion, because there are a lot of politicians which are very into supporting music culture. I know one of him, one of them, which is doing everything he can to make stuff happen like this, giving connections and everything like that. But yeah, I think it could be more. But who would thought that it's possible to make like raves in a museum park on a Saturday until like 11 or midnight or something, like with nice sound quality and everything like that, or the thing under the bridge, or at lakes. Lakes got really popular the last years. I mean, they make everywhere, and lakes, or at mountains, or everything. So you see people are on it.
I think lake clubs in Switzerland is what beach clubs are for like the coasts. You know.
Yeah, of course.
So we have
no
exactly. So but we have amazing lakes and
we have amazing lakes and great mountains. They get used, and that's cool. I like that.
And also to experience that, you know, to party in such locations, it's a definitely cool experience, you know, and somehow gets a deeper than if you go to maybe, I don't know, a mainstream club or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, also Kultur Sounds doing very great stuff, very off-location things. They play that these Grotten things in Thun. Really? Yeah, at the lake.
Yeah.
I have realized it when I saw the event was going on, and the people were there. Like, it was plenty of them there. It looked like it, and the vibe was amazing. And that they get the permission to do stuff like that is very cool. Also, Creation Lab at Frutigen, Drellborg, which is an historical, or Casino Day Dance, which they did in March this year. To be able to get venues like that.
How was the sound system at the casino?
Oh, there was a function one.
Because I saw the room.
It was high. It is high.
Like the sound dynamics there had to be struggling.
Yeah, I think like when I played, or also when I was in the crowd, I didn't realize it that much. I think it's more of on the videos somehow, because when I was there, for me it was solid, very very solid sound, because they had this function. Of course, maybe they could have a little bit more like top speakers. But in my opinion, sound quality was very good
overall. Yeah.
But yeah, on the videos it looks very like thin and have a lot of rooms. Sound loses quickly. Yeah, but
What do you think are the challenges regarding to fundings and acceptance for like musical events across genres? Do you think cities and governments are giving more funding to projects that have a clear return on investment? So, for example, I don't know, like, funding a festival that it's already by itself making enough profit, but funding it because this also brings more, makes it bigger, and it brings more attractions to the city.
okay, yeah,
You know,
see,
but maybe when it's in terms of a club, they don't see it as powerful.
yeah. I think there is something I don't see behind these curtains that much because I haven't been into organizing big stuff like that. But and it has something to do with bringing people to the cities. Yeah, I heard that a lot of people spoke with me about that. And the more people that come, the more the city runs during this weekend, and the more income the city is gonna make. So yeah, of course, I could definitely imagine that this is a big part of the amount of money which is floating into this event from like the city itself or the sponsorships they have.
Like, yeah, the discussion is because taxpayers, like the city is using that money to finance something that is already kind of profitable or whatever, instead of putting that money into more like cultural things where we can like take more risk or bring more artists or like create different nights.
I don't think they even think that wide ahead.
I think, like as we said before, like if you have a really nice event in Bern, big, whatever, even not that big, like you don't have to make a expo, fill up an expo. But if you're making us or like a nice event, I'm sure people is gonna come from Zurich, from Basel, and everywhere. Like the same way people from Bern goes to other cities, like it can be the other way.
Yeah, exactly. I see that. But also there, I in my friend group, I don't have that much people that really go to events. Yeah, if you're in the music industry and you like to support, yeah, of course, but not a lot of friends which are just like really living their lives and are not that much into music are going to random nights at different clubs in different cities.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that when I was 20 years old or something like, or 19 when I had my car, and I wanted to go and drive there and there and that. But
I mean, it's maybe not the most common thing, but it can happen.
it can happen
For sure.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it would be amazing if we have a club which is so popular that people really come from everywhere because of the venue, because of the lineups, the artists, the whole meaning behind it,
Yeah, and the vibe,
and the vibe. Okay, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, bills need to be paid, so there has to be money in the scene. But at the same time, authenticity is what makes an artist magnetic. So where is the line for you? How do you decide what to compromise and what to not compromise?
I think if you are authentic in your own way and really people really feel that you like what you do, they are more likely to come and watch your stuff, your sets, your events or something, or some things like that, I think in my opinion the money can't buy happiness. This is also the same thing with clubbing. I mean, you can have the best spot in the world, but if you don't have the right program, if you don't have the right organization, this space is gonna be empty for years. Lost. Exactly. And then you lost. Yeah, exactly. And but I think you win the most if you are really standing behind something good, no matter if you're an artist, a sports guy, or a venue or something. If I'm truly believing that when you feel there's a good meaning behind it and a lot of this passion floating into projects, then I think it runs better than if people are not supporting, or it's like very money focused stuff going on.
So I'll give you an example. So for example, let's say you want to organize an AFFEKT at, I don't know, a huge legendary club. And one of your concepts or like rules is to always bring Flint artists into lineups. And the club tells you no Flint artist. Will you still do it knowing that the event is going to be successful? Or will you just like look for another location?
For us as AFFEKT, I mean, we are very focused on booking Flint artists as well, also women of color, because not because of the marketing strategy, but I think because it's very the big thing. I mean, house music comes from Detroit. I mean, house music was black music. It was black music, and if black queer, black queer music. That's what it is. Why should anybody say, "Oh no, we leave that. We don't need that"? Yeah, like we exist. Yeah, we exist because of this kind of thinking.
It started with something, and then it developed into completely the opposite.
This is history, and then this is what a lot of people don't see.
So yeah, in that case, would you stay authentic or would you go commercial?
Not because it would be not authentic, because I think we would do it just if at least 2% or all of us say yes. But I think we would do it when this yes happens, when we really can stand behind the lineup. No commercial.
Yeah.
But really book someone underground, book someone matches the sound, book some. Then yes, but if they start to like coming in and saying you can book him, you can book him, you can book her, you can't book him, then no, for sure not, for sure not.
But yeah, also we see a lot of more Flinta events going on, Flinta only. What's your perception about this?
Amazing.
Yeah, right.
Amazing, for real. Like, I mean, we need to push this scene as well, but there is something in this good thing that I have a problem with, which sometimes turns it bad. So let's say you're it's in the specter of the eyes, like everyone likes different things, but let's say you look good. You look good in like general, like 9 of 10 people think you look good. And then you're a Flinta artist and you get booked, in my opinion, you get booked quite fast, I mean, and I heard stories about promoters booking female DJs because they wanted to take them out of a date or something like that. Oh, this is not definitely not the way to go, And there is the big problem when it comes to the Splitta-only parties, because there are the idea, the vision is insanely good, and there are a lot of female DJs, Splitta DJs, which have so much talent. I listened to Sebes, amazing, and they were upcoming. Yes, of course, you gain reach, go for it because you deserve it. You've done an amazing job.
Yeah,
but if you just get booked because you're looking well, looking good, or flirting with promoters and everything,
that's not their fault. It's the promoter's fault somehow.
It's the promoter's fault, but also for me, it's like you realize that. I think I'm not. I can't feel that in the skin of a woman when it comes to that, but I think you feel when a dude has just one interaction about you, and I think you feel that.
Good.
And if then you let them put you on the screen for that and really like, oh, you can have these.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And this happened in clubs. I mean, where I never thought about this is going to happen, you know. I heard stories like, not even just from Switzerland, but earlier when we spoke with artists and everything, I was like, shit, this is really going on. So I see it has a good and it has a bad. It don't only have a bad, it has a dangerous side for women.
Totally. I mean,
100%.
first of all, I totally agree with like there is bookers trying to take advantage of booking females and trying to have some romantic thing or something between them, which is totally fucked up.
Yeah.
Obviously, female DJs and flinta artists know that in many of the times they're being sexualized. Obviously, so many of them agree to that because it's the opportunity that they have to go through and maybe to later create something bigger or better. But they have to deal with that, you know, because maybe they don't get the opportunity otherwise.
Yeah. And I mean, this doesn't even start as the artists. So this starts at the visitors of clubs. Except like a man group and a women group are in complete different positions when it comes to clubbing, you know. And no matter what this man group is gonna decide or is gonna like the idea of this clubbing experience, if they want to have a one night stand, the group of women is surrounded by the guys who just want to have a cool night, by the guys who really want to go all in taking someone home, by the guys who want to smash someone's head. I don't speak against the main world here, but it is the picture that I saw a lot of times.
I mean, it's nothing surprising.
Exactly. And I mean, I understand women who are so fucked up by this whole clubbing industry. Yeah, I mean, you can shoot your shot, you can do it, but I mean, then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You don't have to be masked in and smash the whole bar or something like that.
For example, with Kael, we were talking like she was at the beginning of her career, she started like wearing mostly like oversized t-shirts, so she wouldn't like promote this stereotype or prototype of sexualized woman, and that she wanted to reach people based on her music and her talent rather than her look.
I like this vision, but on the other side, I mean, at the end, it comes about quality of what you're performing as an artist. You can wear whatever you want. I mean, you can go on stage naked. Police will be here in 10 minutes, but you can try go on the stage bare ass naked.
Depends on the club.
But you can really achieve something no matter how you are dressed. I see the way that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't have to change the way you are. Maybe you like to.
Yeah, I mean, men are wearing tank tops now. It's a big hype. Big hype. Levy is getting naked. This status. Women are throwing bras and everything as he was like Michael Jackson or something like that. Hey, there's a lot happening on this social media based kind of thing. Yeah. But as long as you do it great, do what you want on that stage.
I totally understand that there is this trend or like this new movement of more like flinta only parties, which it's somehow sad because it creates more division, but at the same time
separate.
Yeah,
you separate more and more.
But at the same
thing that should be like community, and
at the same time, I think it can be revolutionary because if we see more and more flinta only parties, and this is gonna like get into the mainstream, then promoters and clubs are gonna see the effect of it, you know, and then maybe we see more equal lineups, more queer centered or more like cultural focused events, you know. So I hope it's some sort of like revolution and that somehow like in the long term can grow something great.
But I think the goal should also be to like you said as well, like to not separate these groups of people, but the goal could also or should also be that everybody feels welcome.
Yeah,
which is also very, very hard to achieve, obviously. But yeah, that's besides that, I think this should be really like the main goal. If you go partying, that everybody's feeling safe, and by safe I mean safe, like in every aspect.
Yeah, because I think nowadays inclusivity or diversity is being sold as a marketing tool when it shouldn't.
Exactly. So you have these awareness everywhere. You have awareness in there. Yeah, okay, you have these. Great.
Yeah,
And now,
exactly.
I mean, just because you print it on a wall or something like that doesn't mean that there are not people dancing out of the role of respecting what stands there, you know?
And it's about what you do when something happens, isn't
I
it?
think the first step is has done well with printing. Now acting.
Yeah.
Now action. Because if you don't stand behind it, then don't post it. Don't support it. If you're not into this whole awareness stuff, okay, then don't post it. We stand behind it, but we don't post it. Because for us, it's clear as a community in all of our friends groups events, it's clear. Yeah, we stand behind that for sure. But we don't need to print it everywhere. And then there's no action of it. This is like worst case. I mean, why should you? Yeah, I mean, why should you print this stuff everywhere and then a man or a woman who gets touched and she don't want that to happen, you know? And then security is not throwing them out. But I mean, act like you're really interested in what you're promoting with the awareness, or if there's respectless people, can also be to doesn't have to be to humans, can also be to monitoring lightning or pissing somewhere in the club. I mean, yeah, you don't do this. It's like if you speak with people and they don't accept that and they do it again and again, yeah, then.
Do you think promoters and curators are doing enough to prioritize inclusivity, or is it more talk than action?
I think I can only speak from the people I know who are making events, and in my opinion, they're doing a pretty great job, yeah. Because you cannot forget, you can't control everything happening.
Totally.
You have, even though if you have 10 people on the table, I'm 100% sure you don't realize that one glass of wine is empty for at least 20 minutes, and you didn't stood up and gave a sip in, you know? And imagine you have that with 5,000 people. You cannot control everything. I mean, you should not blame promoters to be the one being pointed at just because something happened at the festival of them. That's my opinion. But there's a feeling that they really act what they promote and what they should promote, especially in times like these. But if you have that and something happens, yeah, you can't control the whole crowd there.
Yeah, sure. You cannot control everyone, or you can try to do your best. But I don't know, I think it has to do also with who you booked, and also like the way you communicate with the people that comes, you know, beforehand and afterhand. For example, there is a club in which I'm gonna censor that I've been told like this was a lot of homophobic harassments, and I think they could help that with bringing more queer artists, you know.
Bro, you censor it, right? It's the same club that I heard, or like not I experienced from a friend of mine, not in person, but from a friend of mine, experienced that she told me that she was gonna get booked to play there. No experience, no nothing, like, but she's gonna play there in this club. And then she went there to this party, which I was as well. I was also there. And then the guy who told her that she's gonna play there it was there, like drinks after drinks after drinks, you know, like. And then I wanted to go home, you know, and she told me that she and her friend stay there, and then I went home. 5 minutes driving, I get a call from her. Can you turn around and pick us up?
What? Why?
Because situation's getting really weird, you know. And then I was like, yeah, of course. Turned picked them up, and then it was like, yeah, he didn't leave us alone, like. And this just because he promised a bouquet to someone who never played anywhere.
Hoping that they will get something out of it.
Hoping that they will get something out of something. This,
No music related.
this is
Fucked up.
fucked up. I mean, you represent, and this was not the owner. But this was not the owner, but it was someone. And you represent a cultural space with the awareness coming everywhere. I mean, it's a safe space.
Yeah.
It's years
Supposed to, yeah.
supposed to. And then you, as not owner but close to, are putting up stuff like this.
That's
And then people are like, oh no, why is my club getting empty? Why is it not running? Why aren't people like paying fucking 50 or something? Yeah, because you have the best night, and they had a lot, and they will still have a lot of good nights there. But you have the best night, and I will tell 3 people. If there's something happening bad, I will tell 20.
20 people.
This is the mentality of visitors, you know. I'm not speaking. I know when to shut my mouth in public, and I know when to speak. But and that comes with experience from things I just experienced, of course. But visitors don't have that experience. So if something bad happens, they spread it.
And luckily, there is not such a TripAdvisor thing for clubs. You know, where like everyone leaves their review.
There is TripAdvisor for military bases.
And yeah, but it's not a common thing to do, you know. Like after the club, you leave a review. But I think it could be actually interesting, actually.
I mean, I saw some events which have these kind of like also Google revisions, and sometimes I think that's so hilarious, you know. I love to write them, and music was bad. What's up? Yeah, fuck. If you go listen to metal and punk all the time, yeah, music's bad for you, but you don't have to drop 1 star because
Once at the Turnhalle, I saw a comment that was like, I went to play basketball and I was forced to drink. You know, because they thought because of the basket things and stuff. I mean, obviously it's a joke. Nobody got there to play basketball, but I find it very funny. You know, like
it's funny. It's cool. It's also read the stuff, but no, I mean, you don't need to piss on someone's knee just because you don't like the kind of music that's playing. I mean,
sure.
The event is promoted everywhere with electronic music. The flyer even looks electronic music. You know, I mean, what do you expect? Yeah. What do you patent Osler singing? What's it?
Venus from Bublitz.
Or Venus from Bublitz for the 6,000th time? No, I sang it too. Yeah, I sang it too at Gurten with all my heart.
Even I did.
No, I didn't actually. I didn't sing. But I sang it a lot of times. But at this night, I was just not in the mood to go.
Very nice.
There were too many people.
Oh,
And Osler, shit, was wonderful.
I think one of the biggest celebrities in Switzerland. So now let's answer the questions that the people wrote on social media. So somebody asked, like, how do you create your own niche / community, and how to find the right people?
I don't think it's a great question. I love that question, by the way, from my guy Matoba from the Netherlands. It's a great question, but I think I did not really create that. I think it really just flew on my lap, because if you're in the industry for a while, you get to know a lot of people, and then either way the vibe is good, and then it's okay, or you get mixed feelings at a certain point of time. So the people which are with me now, or which I support or support me, are just the filtered result of my experience over the last, let's say, 10 years, or 12 years of music, because it happened so naturally, you know. I did never feel that I had the urge to create something.
Totally.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, and how to find the right people? Yeah, a bit like this, as you
Just
said.
don't sell yourself to the devil.
While making everybody proud and be daddy's little boy. This ain't gonna work out. Just be yourself, then you will attract the right people, and then you will know the right.
Goed, churros, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, this is
Pretty much it, I think.
I think it's a pretty good answer. And then Nu asks, how are your sets so energetic? Big shout out to Nu.
Yeah, big shout out, lot of love.
don't answer this one. A lot of cocaine.
No, that's what people want to hear.
I get this question asked a lot. I think this is the most common. How do you do that? And you know, people in their mind, they already know, he for sure takes drugs. I'm so sure they think that's why. Otherwise, it's not possible. Never done, and I will never do. Nah. I think, or I feel that this has not a lot to do with thinking. Because if you overthink the way you put energy into your set, it will mess up everything. Yeah. It will look like you are a film star trying to fit in a role, because you need that role, because you need to pay your bills or anything like that. Energy comes from the right moment, the right song, the right track. I mean, you can make 5,000, 20,000 people fall in love in the same moment with just one song.
Totally.
This is energy, you know. This is the energy that music gives
I think
me as well.
your energy comes from your passion as well, you know.
I would say too.
Because like if you love what you do, obviously you're gonna be more energetic and more uplifted and more in the mood to perform, you know.
Yeah, and you don't have to play the way I put it out, you know. It's just in my body, and it's the way I represent the feeling I have when I'm playing. But yes, it's pretty simple. It just comes from the right tracks, from the right venues, from the right people,
The right vibe.
The right vibe. There we're back. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And now let's do the mini game where I ask you to write a short love or hate letter to the client you're in.
The romantic guy I am, I have it on paper and written.
And I always tell my friends, if they fuck up something, or if they want to have my opinion, I have the glasses of wiseness. They're always with me. The glasses of wiseness, and I need the glasses of wiseness. Do I say that right?
Glasses of wiseness?
With them.
Oh, glass wisdom.
But yeah, I got you.
No, you can leave it. So yeah,
So please, the late.
Dear Club Culture. I wrote it as it's a person.
okay.
Dear Club Culture, I hope you're doing okay and missed all the overload that's happening right now. It seems like some have forgotten what you are really about. Whether it's house, hip-hop, techno, R&B, soul, funk, or blues, the concert halls and nightclubs of the world are running at all throttle. It seems like we're looking for some kind of escape from everyday life through you. It's as if we're clinging too tightly to the idea of delivering a perfect night in the clubbing scene. But you, as club culture, are the ones who can really change something. It's like with all aspects of culture in life, some things speak to us, others don't. So if we talk about club culture, it's important that we as a collective also get to enjoy the nights that are truly resonate with us. I ask you, club culture, don't act out of FOMO. Instead, show up where the spark won't let you go. Because that's exactly how we create a blend of respect, love, care, passion in this culture. Bravo. This was not ChatGPT. This was in my head. But I needed ChatGPT to like correct words. But no, this came from my heart. I really sat down today and thought, let's write this down.
That's a pretty condensed letter, I would say.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I was expecting maybe more like few sentences, or like a couple of things.
Oh, I think if you like really put the effort into having me speaking here, then I can put some effort
I
in.
appreciate that. And the best letter so far. I mean, it's the first one as well, but the first one, okay. But I think it's low. It sets the bar really high.
Oh, I took the glasses off. Oh, back out.
Now we can go back to
Now I'd be stupid. Yeah. ADHD stupidness. Oh shit.
So now let's do your promo stuff. This is your spot to promote whatever releases, gigs, anything coming up, social media, projects, anything you want. This is your spot. And also like shout out to people, collectives, or whatever you want to mention too.
Yeah.
This is your moment of glam.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so first, if you guys are interested in where to see or find me, the only active page I'm using right now is Instagram. I don't have anything. I just do Instagram. I don't do Facebook. No Twitter, X, whatever. Not Reddit. Reddit? No, the thing from Insta. Threads. Threads. Yeah, no threads. Not now. But yeah, on Instagram you can find me Daaeeru. Very simple. 2 A's, 2 E's.
We'll probably attach it here somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so that's how to find me and to be on track. Things coming up. We have a very nice evening coming up at Procultuurnale with Dudu MD from the Netherlands. We have Brenes from Zurich, originally from Spanish, from Spain. Yeah, and then we have John and myself.
When is it?
It's on the 18th of October. Starts at 10 p.m. and runs until 4 a.m. Depends on the amount of people which are there. It could be a little longer, but definitely until 4. Yeah, and what's going on? Otherwise, coming up is Saint 2 this weekend. Probably when this video is out, it's already too late. But yeah, so we have this one. We have a cool one in which I can't tell right now, but in November.
AFFEKT party as well?
No, it's a party from a venue in Basel. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up. Like, just follow me on Instagram if you're interested. Then you will find out about other projects. Some of you may know that I started producing like quite intensely now because I bought Ableton and I didn't touch it for 2 years.
Oh shit.
Because I was scared. As if the software is something that bites me. I was so scared of messing something up. But to all of you guys who like to produce, mess up as much as you can.
Yeah, experiment is like
experiment it to the maximum, because producing is really, this is the open shit. This is the world.
And that's how also
in all its phases, you can do everything.
And also that's how innovation comes in, if you do everything that everyone is doing, then there's no innovation.
Exactly.
So yeah.
I'm really, I don't know if I should say that, but I'm saying it right now, so I have a little bit of pressure to myself. I'm really trying to release 2 songs this year. Within November, December. Maybe I do a little bit of a Christmas gift out of it, like 2 free download tracks. Something like that was in my head, in my mind, but it depends next to, besides work, how much time I have.
Yeah.
And the whole learning. I think that's good. Shoutouts to Kevin. Great guy. Everybody who's gonna be invited to this, do it. And then shout out to my peeps of AFFEKT, for Thierry, for John, amazing guys, love to work with you all the time. Shout out to Iago, Christian from Descent, and Claudio. You guys are doing a great job in Bern's nightlife.
Dope.
Shout out also to Mike and the whole gang of Creation Lab. These dudes are insane, especially you, Mike. Big respect. Shout out to you, Mike the Connector, big guy. Yeah, so many names to put. Shout out to Puya, Grocery, Zurich, and Marvin. Had a lot of cool nights. Some cool nights. It wasn't that much, but it was like 2 or 3 cool nights. Thank you so much. And yeah, the list could go on forever.
Yeah. So just stay tuned. Follow Daaeeru, follow Obsidian. Stay up to date with all the news. And I think that's it for now. So it was amazing to have you.
Yeah, I'm very happy that you had a really did that.
Nice conversation.
Yeah, very cool shit.
I was excited about this episode. And
me too. I was nervous at the beginning, but you really managed it to just like make people speak. Like the thing I told you, I feel like I'm super drunk right now. But the only thing I had was 1 liter of ice. Yeah. I think I have these kidney stones afterwards. I need to piss them out tomorrow at the hospital, I guess. And 1 sip of water here. But no,
yeah, sober people.
Very funny to speak to you.
Really appreciate it. I try to...
And interesting.
I try to make my guests as comfortable as possible because I know this is not a hard thing, for many artists to be in front of the camera, to talk, because it's not the same as a DJ set, which are you excited to show your very, and you maybe don't care about the camera, but in this environment where it's more like talking and like video and stuff, I
don't like the moments after the DJ sets that much. Little fun fact. Oh. I like to be there before. But after the DJ sets, I stay, but I don't like the feeling that's great. Now it's over, and the feeling of I hope nobody talks to me because now it's like.
Do you before we close down? Do you prefer peak time or closing sets, or opening?
I love them all. I love them all. I would say. Least favorite closing.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I still love to play closings, but my biggest weakness is that I'm at the party from very early always to catch mics and everything. And at closing sets, most of the time I'm there like 2 or 3 hours before my set starts, and then I have to play from 4 until 7 or something like that, and then I'm super tired.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why it's my least favorite. Second favorite, I would say depends. Peak time is very cool to play. I mean, you can really jongleren, with the people. You can throw them everywhere. You can really get your note out. Yeah. Be authentic and play the sound you really want to play. And this is cool. But I really love playing intros if they are at least 2.5 to 3 hours. 3. Yeah. Then I love it because you can start smooth, and then you can build, you create. And if people are staying and vibing, it's such a big compliment because a lot of people are still sober.
And also it's one of the most important moments of the night,
Exactly. Yeah. So you are like, you have, for all the openers out there who like that, I feel you. Why you like that. I like that too.
Even though a lot of promoters are using like upcoming and new artists to fill up that slot, which I think it's a risky move, like if you don't have a lot of experience and you have to make an opener.
I thought about that at the Prophet actually. Mm-hmm. Like, why don't we put the headliner like at the very beginning sometime? But I think this is very difficult. Then you need a real big name to do something like that. And also, the crowd is really like,
And also some headliners, I guess, they would not want to do the opening.
Exactly.
But yeah. Anyway, we're going to leave it here. stay up to date. Also, remember to comment down like everything we talked about. If you have any other perspective, and yeah, this is an open conversation. So, pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much, man. It was my pleasure. Bye.
And yeah, that's it. Wait for the next episode. Ciao.
Amazing. No, I like that. You're having a very great format here.
Thank you.